What's up, guys? It's Mark again from Christ-Centered Fitness. Today, I'm going to talk to you guys about being tired, being run down, being completely exhausted. One of the biggest barriers a lot of people share with me when it comes to continuing with regular exercise or nutrition is that they're just too exhausted at the end of the day to get out and exercise, or too exhausted to put together, healthy food options that they can take to work the next day in order to avoid what's out there. And some other people, will even ask me, is there something I can take to give me more energy? And the good news is there is, in fact, something you can take, and it's called sleep. And I'm partially joking, but also totally serious in that most of us, quite frankly, do not get enough sleep. And when you don't sleep, what happens to your body is that your hunger hormones, leptin and ghrelin, they shift in directions that are ultimately going to make you more hungry. So ghrelin is a hormone, ghrelin to be not to be confused with gremlin, which is how you're going to feel when it rises because you're going to be hungry. When ghrelin rises, you're going to be more hungry. When leptin falls, you're going to be more hungry, and these are affected by lack of sleep. So when you don't get enough sleep, you're going to be more hungry the next day, and you're more apt to reach for things. And when you're craving something, you're going to be less able to resist it because your hormones are actually combating you. They're trying to pull you in the direction of eating more food. So you're already going to be fighting a battle, and you're going to have more difficulty with willpower because you're tired. So that's not really helping you. And on top of that, when you're tired, as you know, you're not going to want to exercise and take care of your body. When you're tired, you're not going to want to help other people, which ultimately is what stewardship is all about. It's about service and helping other people. So when you're tired, you're limited. And what it comes down to then is you're going to need to improve, the duration of your sleep if you're not getting enough. And you're going to need to improve the quality of your sleep if you're not getting good enough quality sleep. And what I mean in terms of duration is that it's going to maybe mean sacrificing some of the time that you would spend watching, The Punisher on Netflix or something like that. It could mean that you go to bed a bit earlier, whatever it is that's keeping you up in the evenings after the time when you know you should go to bed, but you're not doing. That is something that you're going to need to change. As I've said in one of my previous videos, if you want to change your lifestyle, you might ultimately have to change your style of life. Now, if you have too many late evening commitments, again, there might be a time when you have to say, you know what, in order for me to take care of the needs that I really need to pay attention to, the things that are critical to my ability to serve and really do a good job at what I do, if those are being impacted by being up too late at night because of other commitments you have, maybe it's time that you need to change your style of life, make some arrangements, step down from some obligations in order to allow you to get the sleep that you require to function optimally in the things that you're meant to function in. So that's just something that you need to consider. In terms of quality of sleep, you may be able to drink a cup of coffee and go straight to bed. The thing about coffee or caffeine specifically is that it doesn't necessarily keep you awake. What it does do, however, is it affects the depth of sleep that you're able to achieve. So if you are having caffeine late in the day or in the evening, it can impact your ability to get a restful sleep. So my suggestion would be at least after 4, maybe even after noon, that you try to limit your caffeine intake, switch to decaffeinated beverages as you get on later in the day, and it'll allow you to have a better sleep at nighttime. Even if you're getting the same amount of sleep, the quality of sleep will be better. Similarly, the blue light from computer screens and things like that can affect your ability to get a deeper quality sleep. It affects some of the brain neurochemistry and affects our sleep patterns as well. So if you can, of course, shut off the computers, maybe read a book before bed if that helps. I mean, an actual book, not a e-reader, which again is going to give you that same kind of light. Or if you're using your computer, there are things like F-Lux or things like that you can put on apps or things that you can put on your computer and on your phone that will change the screen color, take some of the blues out of it. It'll have more of an orangey hue to it, and it will take some of that light out so that it will help it, so it doesn't affect your neurochemistry as much, and it won't have as much an impact on your sleep. So those are just a few tips for you. If you can even gain an hour of extra sleep 1 or 2, 3 days a week perhaps, or affect the quality of your sleep, you'll notice that you're better able to handle cravings. You're better able to, eat foods that you've decided that you're going to eat, because you won't be maybe as hungry as you otherwise would have been. And of course, you're going to have more energy, the magical thing that everybody's looking for, to get out there and do the things that you're supposed to do. So I hope that helps you. If you're feeling run down and exhausted, make the things that are going to recharge you a priority. Have a great day.